The future of Sarasota's Bayfront is slowly taking shape. The Bay Sarasota, the group that is working to create a community-driven redevelopment, is unveiling its proposed master plan. And we're going to talk to the leaders of the design team to get the details. Welcome to Project Manager Susanna Ross, Managing Director Bill Waddell, and Design Lead Gina Ford. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Everyone's talking about what's happening at the Bay, so we have questions.
Yes.
This has been a long time coming for the Suncoast, I know. Where are we now in the process of the Bay redesign project?
Well, it is a long time coming. It's an initiative that has been going on for 4 or 5 years, started with Bayfront 2020. A few years ago, the Sarasota Bayfront Planning Organization was formed, hired Sasaki to do the master planning, hired me to be the managing director. We've had an extensive outreach program, reach over 38,000 people. Probably be close to 40,000 after this week. It's amazing. Wow. It's amazing.
People are interested in this.
It's incredible. We've gotten amazing feedback, and we're nearing the end of our master planning process and presentation to City Council, City Commission coming up September 6th.
Wow. All right, so let's talk the specifics. Everybody wants to know. You have recommendations of what we should do with the project. What are those specifics?
So the master plan is the result of all of that community feedback, and so we listened really carefully what the community wants to see happen on this extraordinary 50-plus acres of waterfront property is a destination public park, a green space, a space that honors the cultural history and legacy of this amazing site. So we have a bunch of cultural institutions that will remain and expand.
And you brought us some renderings so
That's
we can
right.
see what is being proposed.
So the real centerpiece of the new park is really the future Performing Arts Center, which is really the future of the Van Wezel Foundation. And so you see that at the center of this image. They imagine a 21st century performance hall that works in concert with this outdoor performance landscape. We have all kinds of new public park amenities, recreational offerings, ecological restoration, you name it.
Now,
That's spectacular.
If we can go back to the picture that is just before, there is a first phase that would come that you are recommending. And what is that first phase?
The first phase, we've been looking for something that we can really honor all of this feedback and make something happen really quickly. And so on the Boulevard of the Arts, where it meets the Bayfront, we're talking about a linear recreational landscape. This is shown on the screen now.
This is the rendering we're looking at.
That's right, and it's really a flexible place where the cultural life of Sarasota can unfold. So art installations, performances, some outdoor dining, big picnic tables, porch swings for people to come. It's just a kind of fantasy land of experimental cultural program that we're really excited
for families,
for
people of
everybody.
all ages,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's wonderful because I know we're all, we all love the Bayfront. We all want to be able to use the Bayfront. A lot of talking recently about the future of the Van Wezel, the existing Van Wezel, and that's been a concern. Some people want it to change, some people want it to stay. How does that factor into the plan? I know you mentioned it's in the center.
Yeah.
Which one of those buildings was the Van Wezel? The 4-story?
Yeah, the one at the center is the future Van Wezel, and then the
Right.
one that's purple is
still
the
there.
existing
Gotcha.
facility.
Purple building, right. Talk
so
about the future, Gina.
The future of the Van Wezel, so the Van Wezel Foundation has made the decision that they would like a new 21st century performing arts facility, so they will be leaving the existing facility.
Okay.
The existing facility has a lot of challenges, both as a performing arts facility, but also because of issues of sea level rise and deferred maintenance. And so in the process, the community has really wanted to think about that more critically and try to understand what is possible in the future. So we imagine that the city will have a process that follows on us looking at that facility and saying what are the potential reuse possibilities. It could become an outdoor performance venue that mimics or looks like and honors the Van Wezel architecture. It could become in something entirely new that we just don't know about right now.
There are other buildings, obviously the Van Wezel being a big consideration. The former, the Gee Whiz Science Museum everyone's been wondering what it's going to happen to that building. There's been a lot of talk about Sarasota Orchestra has recently said that they would like to look for a new home. How do the other existing buildings factor into the plan?
It's interesting. We've got an amazing array of cultural buildings on the site that have been built from the 30s, on, and so it's all different architectural styles. It's really incredible, and we have an opportunity to preserve those, enhance those, create some amazing spaces. This rendering that's up is showing the proposed Art Center Sarasota expansion right next to the Municipal Auditorium to the right, but really incredible opportunities to create this amazing historic district on our site. In terms of the orchestra, every organization on the site has got to operate in their best interests, from the Van Wezel, the orchestra, the Art Center. They have decided that they believe their future is better still in the city, but at another location where they can build a new concert hall sooner, then I think we'll be ready for them. And
Sure.
so they've decided that's what they need to do. But we've been talking, we've been working closely with everyone that's on our site, and obviously we support their future success, and we're adapting, and I think we're going to have an amazing project, you know, that we're planning now.
How long could it take all of this to come to fruition?
Oh, that was my
Yes.
question.
So the full vision is likely 15 or maybe even 20 years out. Phase 1 or phase 1A, we really hope to realize within the next couple of years. We need the commission to say yes on September 6th, and from there we are going to hit the ground running to make something come to life right away, sooner rather than later, for the people of
Oh,
Sarasota.
this is so much more
Absolutely.
beautiful than I had imagined.
Yes, yes.
This is great.
That's great to hear. We're
So
excited about
what
it.
happens next?
We're
plan,
collecting
yeah.
feedback. We showed the almost final master plan this week here in Sarasota. It's online for people who didn't get to see us present it. We're going to take feedback for another week.
Okay.
We'll spend the summer tweaking it, making course corrections as necessary, and then we go before the commission on September 6th to get their approval. And we hope that they will give it, given how much support the community has
And
given us.
you want people to fill out the survey. You want to hear what they
Absolutely.
have to say about the master plan. All of the images that we showed were part of that master plan presentation, and you can see the entire presentation online. Go to thebaysarasota.org and take that survey. They're asking for what you think, so this is our opportunity to weigh in. That survey will be up online, we believe, until July 4th. So don't wait, do it now. Thank you so much for being here. Great to hear that progress is being made.